You are listening to a brand spanking new episode of the Case Closed podcast. I'm your host, Professor C, and as usual, we have a lot to discuss today. As I'm sure many of you are wondering, why did I decide to revive the Case Closed podcast? Over the last month or so, we have had a rejuvenation of support, and that was in the translation of Facebook likes, Twitter followers. People were starting to rally together finally. We did have our first official Case Closed watch party that was nationwide. Was it last Monday, I believe? So that went over well. We had some people chiming in that they were enjoying it, and we would like to do it again sometime, and we'd like more people to support us in that effort. Another reason for reviving this show is I felt that Case Closed Live is serves its purpose as a question show. But we don't have just a general talking point for just Case Closed. Now, Case Closed Live is a different show from this, and I think if you've listened to that show, you understand why it's different. What we have here is a movement, and this movement was started from this podcast. So to put it to bed, I started thinking about it after it was over, and I thought, I just don't want to end it like that. I want to end it on a note where we are victorious in some ways. And, with the little victories that you have to take in a movement like this, it's tough sometimes. But we have had a new petition that has been released over the last week or so. And the response from it has been, to me, in the past week, shocking. I mean, it's extremely shocking. There's over already 76 signatures. And what was it that we have set up right now where we want 250 on that signature. And I think then the goal will be increased after that. But right now our goal is getting 250 signatures on this petition. And it's the start of something that I think is special for us here in our movement. Doing this again over the summer, it seems like it's our biggest opportunity to push this movement and to see if people will respond to what we're doing. And I think it's a great opportunity for fans to chime in on this, that want to have a voice, have an impact on the show, maybe seeing it return to the U.S. in some form. Right now, I think the only shot we have at the moment and our best hope is movies at this point. And I'm shifting gears in a lot of ways. I still think people need to buy season sets and support the show. But now a new goal for us is to help sell as many movies as possible. I believe we've sold enough movies to see Funimation sign more at some point. But, it wouldn't hurt to sell even more. I mean, we're trying to save a show that hasn't had a release of any sort in 2.5 years, almost going on 3 years. And that's a tough thing to do when you're kind of working with fans that have been around since the beginning, but you have a tough time bringing on new people because the show is not even, you're not going to open up a Funimation DVD and see an advertisement for Case Closed in that little pamphlet or anything, if they still do that. They used to put little pamphlets in there that advertised all the shows they were doing and all that stuff. But you're not going to find that if you open up a new DVD for Funimation now. And I think that's going to make it hard for people to even know what Case Closed is about. But if we get some more movies, I think there's a good shot that fans will be back at the table. And I've said that so many times in previous episodes, and I'm going to just say it again because I still believe it. Even now, sitting here today, it's just important for us to get new fans to the table, and maybe movies could spark that at least, and could get people excited about the show in general, not just from a movie perspective, but from a show's perspective. And I know many people don't just want movies, and you want more episodes, and I understand that. But we got to get some type of release of some sort over here. We're just not getting anything, and I think it's hurting our chances. The further we go without a release, it's going to hurt our chances here of trying to revive this thing. If we can't get something, and I'm predicting this because I think it's so true, and I think if you're a fan and you're listening to this, it's true as well. if by 2013, if 2013 comes and goes, and we don't have a release here, the chances of getting anything new is slim to none. And Funimation's contract even probably will be up by then. Will they re-sign it? I have a suspicion that they would, but they wouldn't re-sign movies or episodes. They would just want to do it to have Case Closed under license. They might do that. But still, 2013 comes and goes. Our chances are pretty much, that's it. We're not going to have a shot at saving this show. Recently, Akon came and went, and Funimation did not announce anything, surrounding Case Closed, pretty much. They had a list of frequently asked questions, and one of their most frequently asked questions is Case Closed going to be back in any form, movies, episodes? And so they told people not to even ask them because it was on one of their most frequently asked questions. So it was on a list for people not to ask. So obviously they're tired of people asking about it. And to be honest, if you're them, you can't blame them for, being tired of being asked about that. If people aren't going to buy the show, then why would they sit there and take questions on it? They don't have to do that. They're a company. They're in there to make money. And if Case Closed isn't drawing them any profit or any money, they're not going to want to hear about it. And that's where the fans, I think, have failed the show. We have not I have, but there's a great many people out there who have not supported it by opening up their wallets and getting the money to go buy it. And I keep hearing but. I'll tell you what, as a fan, as someone who's put a lot of work into this, it's not that difficult. Getting $20 or $30 isn't that difficult. And I said that I want this to be a lighthearted effort, and it's true. I want to be easy on this. But it's not that hard to do this, We don't have to sell like an outrageous amount of season sets to get this going. We just need to give it a good boost, get several people buying if we can, and get people interested in the show to see more of it. And that's in movies, episodes, OVAs, maybe the Lupin Conan special. I think we got a good shot of getting that at some point, but I never know. Maybe we won't. There's a good chance that we will not be able to do that. But as fans, I urge you, go to Right Stuff and Amazon.com, buy these season sets. I think we're going to have a good showing this summer for people buying. But again, I don't know. I haven't heard from people that are buying yet. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous that people aren't going out there and buying this stuff. And this is a big push for us. We're really going to push this thing as far as we can go. And season sets right now are hovering around $20-$25. They're pretty easy to get. No excuses, You should be able to find them. Amazon.com, RightStuff.com, Fry's, Electronics, they'll have them. So there's no excuse from fans anymore, I don't want to hear it. This is a big time for us. If you're a Case Closed fan in the United States, recently Detective Conan translation projects going down, you got no way to get a hold of this show in any form. And so it's do or die. So pick up the season sets. Keep supporting the people that help support us. All Kids Out of the Pool, streaming classic Adult Swim 24/7. Please check them out. They also have Case Closed in their lineup, and we urge people to go watch. Our promo also airs at the end of every single episode. And like I said, I'm back because there's been a renewed interest. There's been like a rejuvenation, I feel, in the effort. But I'm trying to also hit home that this is going to be a long fight to get this series. But if you buy it, you're contributing to the fight, and you're making the fight well worth it for us and here that record and people that have been on the show and everyone involved in the movement to get this show back. You Google Safe Case Closed and you can see what kind of an impact we've had, in the effort and in the movement to get this show back. So I urge you, go to our Facebook page and our Twitter page, click the like button, follow us on Twitter, click the like button for Facebook, and hit us up, man. We take questions from Facebook and Twitter. We're looking forward to hearing from you. All questions that I do get will all be answered in Case Closed Live. Episode 4 is coming up very soon, hopefully. And all questions that I do receive will be answered. If I receive enough questions, I'm going to do an extended half-hour episode of Case Closed Live, Episode 4, because I have questions that I did not get to answer in Episode 3 that will be transferred over to Episode 4. So please add to the questions, and hopefully you can see an extended episode of Case Closed Live. Alright guys, till the next episode of the Case Closed podcast, though, I will see you soon. Take care, everybody.